The fastest way to regulate your nervous system is not a breath. It's not an exercise. It's not a 5-minute meditation. It's a face. Specifically, another regulated face looking at yours with kind eyes and a soft voice. This sounds sentimental. It isn't. It's mechanical. Your nervous system was literally built over millions of years of mammalian evolution to use other regulated bodies as a regulation cue. And almost everything we tell ourselves about how we should be able to calm ourselves down on our own misses how the system actually works. What I want to give you in this video is the precise anatomy of how that works. 5 specific nerves in your face and throat that do the reading. Why it's faster than any breath technique, and a 3-part practice for actively using it in your daily life, even in small doses. The framework I want to walk through has parts that are well established and parts that are still being studied. The piece I'm about to describe, the anatomy of how your face, throat, and neck communicate with another nervous system, is grounded in well-established cranial nerve biology, so it's on solid footing. In your face, throat, and neck, there's a cluster of cranial nerves that together form what's called the social engagement system. 5 of your 12 cranial nerves participate. Each one does something specific. There's the trigeminal nerve, which controls the muscles of your jaw and the muscles around your eyes. There's the facial nerve, which controls the rest of the muscles of facial expression. There's the glossopharyngeal nerve, which is involved in swallowing, and the muscles of the throat. There's the spinal accessory nerve, which controls the muscles of your neck, the ones that turn your head and tilt it. And there's the vagus nerve, which controls your voice via the larynx, and which connects all of this to your heart and your viscera. Together, these 5 nerves do something specific. They produce and they read cues of safety. The micro expressions on someone's face, the prosody of their voice, the rise and fall of their tone, the angle of their head, the softness around their eyes, the breathing rhythm visible in their chest. This is the conversation your nervous system is having with another person's nervous system, often before either of you has said a word. When the cues match safety, soft eyes, expressive face, melodic voice, regulated breath, your social engagement system reads safe and your body downshifts. When the cues match threat, flat face, harsh voice, rigid body, your system reads not safe and braces. The implication is direct. A regulated face calms you in seconds. A dysregulated face activates you in seconds, and most of the time you don't notice it happening. This is why a single phone call with a calm friend can do more than 30 minutes of solo breathwork. It's why being in the room with a calm therapist works even when no useful words have been exchanged. It's why some people walk into a yoga class and immediately feel better. The teacher's regulated nervous system is doing the work before the asana starts. And it's why being around someone whose nervous system is constantly activated, work environment, family member, partner, leaves you exhausted in a way you can't always explain. This is called co-regulation. And it's not optional. It's how the mammalian nervous system was built to function. The lone wolf model of self-regulation, I should be able to handle this on my own, is a misreading of the biology. Here's where this gets practical. Most modern adults spend a huge amount of their day without meaningful access to a regulated face. Open plan offices, solo work from home, texting instead of calling, headphones on. We're physically near other people, but we're not in the kind of contact that triggers the social engagement system. By evening, our nervous systems are running on fumes, and the typical response is to scroll our phones, which gives us the image of faces without any of the regulation. What I want to give you is a practice for actively using the social engagement system, even in small doses. 3 steps. Total time, maybe 5 minutes. Step 1, the call, not the text. When you're activated and you reach for your phone to text someone, try calling instead, even a 2-minute call. Hearing a voice you trust, especially one with calm prosody, does something the typed words can't do. Your auditory system reads the rhythm of their voice and your body downshifts. Step 2. Eye contact, in person, with someone you trust. This is the most powerful one and the hardest to manufacture. But if you have access to it, even a few seconds of relaxed eye contact can be more regulating than 10 minutes alone. The cue isn't intensity, it's softness. Soft eyes from a face that's not in a hurry to say anything. Step 3. Humming, singing, gargling, or even just exhaling with sound. Humming and singing engage the same vagus nerve that runs through your larynx. When you hum, you're literally vibrating the nerve that runs to your heart. This isn't pseudoscience, it's anatomy. A few minutes of low, sustained humming, especially when you can feel the vibration in your chest, does measurable things to your vagal tone. If you live alone and can't reach another regulated face right now, this is the closest backup. A note worth saying clearly. We've built a culture that prizes self-sufficiency to a degree that's biologically unrealistic. You are not failing if you need other people to settle. You are functioning the way a human nervous system was designed to function. The people who appear to regulate completely on their own are usually doing it through subtle co-regulation you can't see, a memory of a regulating relationship, an internalized voice, an animal companion, a community just out of frame. Build access to regulated faces into your life on purpose. One genuine conversation a day, one walk and talk a week, one group where the prevailing nervous system is settled. These aren't optional luxuries, they're the conditions your body needs to do its work. And when you can't reach another face, hum, sing, gargle, exhale slowly. Use the parts of the system that work even on your own. They were built into you for this exact moment. Thank you for watching. The pathway I described, your face and throat reading another nervous system through the social engagement system, is one of 2 vagal pathways to settle. There's an earlier video about the other one. The visual system pathway through orienting, and why forcing yourself to calm down through breath alone doesn't always work. The 2 pathways together give you a complete picture of how the vagus actually downshifts your body. Link is on the screen. Subscribe so you don't miss what's coming.